Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited this evening. It is almost 9 p.m. on a Thursday night because we just got school canceled for a snow day tomorrow, and that means I get to stay up late and finally play with makeup because it's been over a month and I am so upset. I have got lots to tell you. I'm gonna do a very fun snow themed winter look tonight and I am just so ready to play. So if that is something you are interested in watching and you want to hear all about all the fun stuff, or maybe it's not fun but to me it is, go ahead and grab a snack, grab some hot chocolate. If you are not in a warm place or in a cold place, grab something different. I don't care. Just grab something. Let's get cozy and let's play with some makeup today. Okay, so like I said, we just got the call and the emails and the text messages of what every kid looks forward to. I remember when the days I used to sit in my basement at my parents' house and we would watch all the school closings go across the page. That was the best nostalgia ever. Now we get messages and text messages and emails and all that good stuff, and it's still just as great. But we do have school canceled tomorrow. Where I live, we got literally an inch of snow, but it's super cold here and it is all frozen over into ice. So, you know, here in the Midwest, in this part of the Midwest, we're kind of weenies about snow. So if you go to Minnesota, they're like, tough it out, you got it, you know, but that's how we are, and I am not upset about it because I get to play with makeup tonight. So I am thinking about doing a blue shimmery look. I have no plans other than that. I just was like, yes, snow, I want to do a winter themed look. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm in my Christmas jammies with snowflakes on them and I am very excited about this. Today I am going to be using my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette because it has some pops of blue and a white shimmer and a couple of things I'm going to use in, a couple of shades I'm going to use in there, and I might also add to that my Michaela and Glam Light palette because it has some beautiful pops of blue as well and some very, very gorgeous shimmers. So I might kind of dip into both of them. Haven't really thought that far into it, but when I thought of blue, these are the two palettes I reached for. I was like, those are the ones that I know have the best shades out of my collection. So that is what I am going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. And to do that, I am going to take my my Nars Soft Matte Concealer. And it's in the shade Chantilly or Light 1. And I'm going to take this on my small little concealer brush when I find it. Found it. I'm just going to take a little bit of this because I'm not going to be keeping this on for very long because it is 9 p.m. here, so you know, but I just want to make those shades really stand out and pop. Okay, so I have my eyes set with that concealer, and I just put a little bit of brightening powder on it, or setting powder, not brightening powder, but setting powder on it. I just use my Nakia Joy's Cosmetics and just put that on there just to set it down so it has a nice smooth surface and it doesn't crease because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm making it up as I go. Obviously you can tell I have nothing on my face. I didn't know how these shades, these pops of colors were going to perform, and I wanted to make sure that if there was any fallout, it didn't get everywhere. Not that it really matters, I'm not going anywhere, but my cheeks are rosy red, I am warm, I am very flushed. So I'm going to shut up now and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to first jump into my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette. This palette's like 4 years old. But it's one of my favorite ones from him, and honestly, surprisingly, the shades I use the most in this palette are the blues. So you can definitely see I have made quite the indentation there in that blue shade right there. So Brain Freeze, I've definitely used quite a bit of it. So I am going to take this on a blending brush of some kind. All my brushes are filled with purple and pink because that's my thing, you know. I'm just going to grab this Morphe M330 brush. It's just a nice blending brush. It is a little bit big and I have small eyes, but hopefully it will work okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade Brain Freeze, I do believe. And I'm going to tap off that excess. And I'm just going to start placing that right here in my crease. And I'm going to do a lot of building up here on this look. It's going to be kind of a longer look, and it will take a little bit longer, but I want to build up these shadows that are, you know, more intense colors rather than lay a whole bunch on at once and then have to struggle to blend it out. So it's always better to just go in with a little bit and slowly build that up. And honestly, these shades are pretty pigmented. They build up pretty nicely. I keep saying the word pretty. I'm just very excited, okay? You just don't get it. I would love to know where you are. Did you get any snow? I'm probably going to be posting this in like the next 2 days, so you might be seeing this on like January 8th maybe. We got snow on January 6th, so I would love to know where you are. Did you get any snow? Does your school districts, do they cancel? You know, I'm a teacher, so we love those snow days. Although we did just come back from our Christmas break, like literally 3 days ago. But, you know, I'm not mad because the reason I have not posted any videos is during my Christmas break, I got the flu and was in bed for almost an entire week. Actually, it was an entire week. And then on Christmas Eve, I was starting to feel, my fever had broke and I was feeling better. So I did do Christmas with my family then, but I wanted to make sure my fever had broke before I exposed myself to anybody. It wasn't COVID, it was flu. But it was a pretty rough flu, and I had a flu shot in September, but if you're paying attention to the news, they pretty much tell you now that they've seen the strain of the flu we have right now, the flu shot literally does nothing for it. So I was like, great, fantastic. So I lost a week out of my 2-week winter break, and I was supposed to be working at my second job at Dollar General and lost out on a lot of those hours, so didn't make as much money. But I was able to at least enjoy my time with my family at the holidays and was able to feel a lot better then. But let me tell you, watch out for that flu because it's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. So I'm pretty excited to still only have gone to school 3 days this week and, you know, get a 3-day weekend. So pretty excited about that. I also want to update you all. I have so much makeup around me, like it's so exciting, it's overwhelming. Because I wasn't able to film, I literally was so upset. So I did this really fun and really like spunky, well at least for me it was spunky, very intense green smoky eye look on the Friday right before I got sick. It was like literally I got home that night. It was my first night of winter break, you know. The next day on Saturday I wasn't feeling great, but I was like, okay, maybe it was the weather change, because here we went from 75 degrees to like 30 degrees in a couple days. It was pretty intense. And I didn't feel great that Saturday morning, but I was like, I still want to film a video. But before I filmed the video, I wanted to like try the look out on my own, so I watched a couple tutorials on this really awesome green look that I did. Loved it so much. I was feeling awesome. I felt Christmassy. I loved it. And then I continued to just feel worse and worse, and that's when my fever got to 103. So I did not ever get to film that look. Hopefully I will be able to do a video with it soon. But I did not ever get to film anything. And then for Christmas, of course, I asked my family for, you know, Sephora gift cards, Ulta gift cards, you know, for product, anything like that. And luckily my husband came through. I got lots. My Secret Santa from school even got me some makeup things because she follows me on Facebook and knows I have a makeup YouTube channel, even though no one at school ever sees me wear makeup because I wear a mask, so why bother? I don't really care about it. One day, like once this COVID stuff's over, I'm gonna look like a different person because I will be wearing makeup all the time. I just don't find a reason to with my job, since I'm always singing and dancing and sweating, putting on a show with children all day long. There's just no reason to do it. And I wear glasses, so if my whole face is covered from here on down and my eyes really can't be seen, I'm like, who cares? No one cares what I look like. I've said that like in every video, but just like to, you know, further that. But, so I have so many eyeshadow palettes and like new products that I want to play with so badly. So I know I'm not digging into any of those right now, but this is what I wanted to do on my night off to celebrate. So I would love to know, what did you get for Christmas? Did you get any makeup related items? If so, what was your favorite? Or did you get a Sephora or Ulta gift card or anything like that? I really tried during Thanksgiving on Black Friday and stuff to not buy a ton of stuff for myself for the Black Friday sales. I got a lot of stuff from my friends, Lauren and Sammy, which Sammy hasn't seen that yet, so Sammy, stay tuned. I will be mailing that very soon. I'm just very late to this game. But yeah, so I was pretty excited. I did buy some things for myself, but I've been saving a lot of them just because I didn't want to spoil it in case I got a duplicate for a friend, and just kind of wanted to enjoy that for myself. So hopefully I can, you know, have more videos up soon. I really feel bad. I have not posted anything pretty much since Thanksgiving. Like, I've really been struggling with motivation. Part of my New Year's resolution, we're just going to talk about all these holidays. Part of my New Year's resolution is to create more videos, like still do my same upload schedule, but create more videos because I don't wear this makeup every day at all, really. And my thing has always been I don't want to play with makeup after school because I like to wear it out places. I just like to, you know, I don't know, I just like to go out with my makeup. I don't like just sitting on my couch every single time I do my makeup and then having to take it back off. It feels kind of like obnoxious. So then I talk myself out of actually playing with makeup. But my heart wants to play with makeup, so why would I take that away from myself? I don't know why I like do that. So my goal this year is to, even if it's 9 o'clock at night, if I'm feeling inspired or maybe I'm feeling anxious and I just want to play and be creative, instead of making up a million excuses not to do it, I just want to freaking do it. I just want to freaking do it. So I'm going to freaking do the thing. That's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise it just sits here. That's the thing. Like, I don't know why I have it in my head. If I put it on my face, I'm wasting the product because no one's going to see it. If my husband's here, he'll see it. I mean, I know they don't care, but it's not going to be seen and it's wasted, you know, going bad in my drawers too. So, you know, like, it's kind of dumb thinking on my part. But I also know that when I come home from after school, I don't want to do anything. So, but I'm really trying to make effort this year in, you know, creating, even if I'm not creating a video, just like playing with it. So it's not just sitting here and I keep telling myself, oh, I don't have time to make videos, when I 100% do have time. I just have to, you know, make it a priority, as well as like doing something I want to do for myself. Like, you don't have to go out anywhere to play with makeup, and I just need to get that out of my head. I don't know why I have that notion, but I do. Okay, so this entire time I've been rambling about everything. I have blended that shade called Brain Freeze from the Jeffree Star palette on both eyes. Right now, this is the intensity I'm going for. I might make it different and like clean it up and stuff, obviously, towards the end. But for now, we're going to go with this. I did take it all the way in my inner corner and all the way out here. So now, I'm going to keep that brush out, but I'm going to grab a little bit of a smaller blending brush. I'm going to take this double-ended Eco Tools brush. I don't know. Oh, this is called a Shade and Define brush. I don't know. But it's kind of like fluffy but dense. So I'm going to use that to go into, I'm going to do the shade Soaked right here. I'm going to do this very bright blue. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Let me check the Michaela and Glam Light palette and make sure there's nothing else I want to go into here. No, the other shade I would go into is essentially the same thing that's in the Jeffree Star one, so I'll just use that one. I'm just going to take a little bit of this because it might end up going a different direction if I use too much. And so I'm just going to place this right in that eye socket, and I'm just going to kind of pack it in there before I start blending that out. Remember, you want to build it up rather than just go in with too much. And these shadows are very pigmented. So I'm just taking that and going back and forth. Just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension and a different color to it. going to do that on the other eye. Kind of like that, just kind of placing it. I'm not doing a ton of blending because I'm going to go back in with my first blending brush into that first shade, Brain Freeze. I have really made a dent into that shade. I don't know why I'm so drawn to it, but I am. And I'm just going to kind of blend those shades together and melt them together. So, obviously, gonna look crazy until the end. We know that by now, and if you don't, that's how it works here. We are not going for perfection. It comes together at the end. That's how it works. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with an even smaller blending brush because I'm going to use this deepest shade. So let me grab that. I'm going to grab this Morphe JS12, this like smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go into this shade, this like navy blue called Delicious right here. I'm going to go into that very lightly and just start deepening this up in the outer corner. And I'm just kind of packing that in to really smoke it out. And I'm dragging that all the way into my inner corner here as well. I'm going to do kind of like a halo eye, I think. I don't know if I've ever even done one, but I see them done so many times, and you know what? I'm doing whatever I want tonight. I am playing with my makeup. And then I'm going to go back in with that first brush with that blue and just intensify and blend these shades all together. Now I'm going to go through and clean up the edges with a makeup wipe. And honestly, you can look here, I did not really get, there's like no fallout, just FYI. These shades are, you can see like my crusted eye from it watering, cute. But you can, you could definitely probably see that it was a powdery, especially that light blue in the Jeffree Star palette, which is the only one I have used so far. It is pretty powdery, but I have no fallout, which is pretty amazing for using these very intense shadows. Pretty impressed by that, which I knew that because I've used those shades like more than any other shade in this like palette, but it's been a while since I used them, so like it's nice to know that it still stayed that way. I like to be dramatic and have mine wing up and like out. That's how I like to do that, just to have, since I have smaller eyes, have that more lifted look. Now, obviously, looks really crazy. It will come together and I won't look so, you know, crazy with my skin. My skin's on a journey, which I'll be making a video, hopefully be making a video soon about my skin journey that I've been doing with Curology, but that will be coming hopefully soon. So now, I think I am going to put the Jeffree Star palette away, and I'm going to dip into the Michaela and Glam Light palette, because I think these shimmers, they're just like calling to me. Although, you know, actually now that I look at this, excuse me, there's really only one that would work for this, I feel like. It's this shade called Nars, which is Nars in her Boston accent. If you don't know who Michaela is, definitely go check her out. She's on TikTok and Instagram. She's amazing. But it's like a silver with blue and purple and like a green shimmer in there, and it's super pretty. So I'm gonna swatch that one first. I am gonna do a wet swatch, so I'm gonna grab some setting spray. I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay all-nighter. If you ever have an eyeshadow that is like a glitter, a pressed glitter, more so a shimmer, but you can use it with pressed glitters too. Pressed glitters. I always recommend taking setting spray to avoid any glitter fallout. So I'm going to go into that shade Nars. Oh, these are so soft. Which looks like that. I'm just going to swatch that on the back of my hand. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. You can definitely tell it has like more of a purpley base to it. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go with this like white that's called Jawbreaker here in the Jeffree Star palette that definitely has blue in it from the Brain Freeze. These are also pretty soft. This is definitely a different type of shimmer. You can see it there. Shimmery, but definitely different. This one has more like glitter reflex in it, I guess is what you would say there. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one I'm feeling. I'm not sure if I'm vibing with all of these. Let me go in and see if there are any other shadows that I might want to use to pop in that center. Okay, oddly enough, I am going to go into another Jeffree Star palette that I like rarely ever use, but I got it on a very good discount like a year ago. This is the Cremated Palette, and it's all like cool tone, blacks, shimmers, browns, sparkly whites, all kinds of things like that. I think I'm going to go into the shade Diamond Ashes, which is definitely a lot different than that first white shade, like white creamy shade I swatched in the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. It looks like this. It's definitely much more of a white, like very blinding white. So I think I'm going to go in with that one. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more on my finger. It's very, very blinding, like no joke. And I'm going to take that and place that right in the center using my finger. And as you do this, you go up instead of out. You go up for the halo eye effect. Oh, it's so stunning. Are you kidding me right now? Ugh! It's so freaking pretty. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so now I'm going to do that on the other eye. We are going to fix some things so it's a little smoother, but I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And honestly, at this point, my finger's not even wet for my setting spray. Oh yeah, definitely intensified it so much more. Gives it more of a foiled effect, so I'm loving that. So now I'm going to go in and I want to kind of like blend this together so it's not so harsh. So I'm just going to go back into that first blending brush, I think. I don't know. I think so. And I'm just going to kind of blend this together. Just kind of smooth that out. My phone is telling me it's time for me to go to bed because I'm an old lady and like to go to bed at like 9:15 on a school night, so I actually think I'm going to go in with that darker brush that I used, the like third one, and just kind of blend that, stamp over some of it. I will say I definitely had quite a bit of fallout with that white Jeffree Star shade. Just keep that in mind. But part of it I had it wet and part of it I did not. It had dried, so could be part of that. But it's also a little bit of a chunkier glitter formula than the other one that I used, the Nars. Okay guys, I am back and oh my gosh, am I loving this look. It's so much fun. I've really been loving playing with color lately, so I'm really excited about how this turned out. I did use a mixture of the Jeffree Star Cremated, the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker, and just a smidgen of a use of the Michaela and Glam Light. Yeah, so I am loving the way this looks. I love the bright pink baby doll cheeks. Reminds me of like my cheeks before when you saw it in the before part. My cheeks were very rosy pink. I live my life that way every day, so but also like when you're out in the cold, like your cheeks get pink, and I just love the way that that looks. So I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I was to finally freaking make one. So I am excited. This is why I wish I had somewhere to go, because like it looks so awesome. So yeah, I am pretty excited, and I'm really loving the way this mascara is looking with this look too. My like eyelashes look so like they look snatched, and I'm pretty excited. These are my real lashes. I don't do fakes because this eye, I don't know if you can tell, see how watery that eye is? Like any second, oh, like teardrop, it's happening, okay? It's gonna happen. Now that I'm in cold season month, I'm drier, but it's gonna water. Like there's literally a tear forming. I know nobody cares about this. I just need y'all to know my struggles. So I don't do false lashes. Also, I totally have like makeup in every part of my hand, like ridiculous, but that just shows I had a good creative time. So I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you guys had so much fun watching this video. I hope it inspires you to make a January snow themed look, and I cannot wait for future videos. I gotta quit clapping. I've been clapping all day in my music class, so I hope you have a fantastic snow day wherever you are, if you have a snow day, and if you don't, well, I still hope you have a fantastic day. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have more people following me and spread the word. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!